Sarah Palin says Al Gore's environmental advocacy is just a money-making deal, accuses him of wanting to deceive the public, and then agrees to a paid speaking engagement on behalf of socialized medicine. Our fourth story on the countdown, she invented death panels. Now she's fundraising for them. Think Progress reports Palin has been contracted to speak at a fundraiser for a public hospital in Canada. Ms. Palin will be speaking at a benefit in April for the Juravinsky Cancer Centre and St. Peter's Hospital in Hamilton, Ontario. The hospital is part of Canada's national healthcare system. It performs abortions and offers advanced directives, or what Palin likes to call death panels. Sarah Palin unwittingly offered her view on Maple Leaf healthcare to a Canadian comedian posing as a reporter last month.
Canada needs to reform its healthcare system and let the private sector take over some of what the government has absorbed. So thank you. Keep the faith.
The Hamilton Spectator reports Palin will receive around the ballpark of $200,000 for her half hour of stand-up. This, as the former governor accuses Al Gore of deceiving people to make money off the environment. Palin accused environmentalists of getting, quote, wee-weed up about her ClimateGate op-ed in the Washington Post, but hedged on a formal debate with Mr. Gore.
It depends on what the venue would be, what the forum, because, Laura, as you know, if it would be some kind of conventional, traditional debate with his friends setting it up or being the commentators, and I'll get clobbered. Oh, he wouldn't want to lower himself, I think, to my level to debate little old Sarah Palin from Wasilla.
Meanwhile, little old Sarah Palin from Wasilla weighed in on other political matters, namely President Obama's Nobel speech. She tells USA Today the president's words echoed her own.
I thumbed through my book quickly this morning to say, wow, that really sounded familiar, because I talked in my book, too, about the fallen nature of man. A couple of the other things he said where I thought, wow, good, those are nice, a broad message, so broad that I just wrote about those.
Joining me now is MSNBC political analyst Richard Wolff, also senior strategist at Public Strategies and author of Renegade, The Making of a President. Richard, good evening.
Good evening, Lawrence.
Now, Richard, President Obama's speechwriters are overworked. They've got not many presidential speechwriters have to help out with Nobel Prize acceptance speeches and so forth. But are they worn out? Are they beaten down to the point where they've actually started to leaf through going rogue to find material for Obama speeches?
You know, that's a very good question. And I was leafing through this book the other day, and I thought, wow, The Fallen Nature of Man. It was the Bible, of course. And I thought, you know, she was just copying it. But then I was reading through another book, and it was St. Augustine. And I thought, wow, just war. You know, Obama's lifted that, too. So there's this whole kleptomaniac author thing going on. And I just find it really kind of interesting how solipsistic Sarah Palin's universe is, that everything is to do with her and her book, even when it comes to the Nobel Peace Prize, and concepts that really should be at least known to her, that they are more widespread than just the book that was ghostwritten.
Now, there is something she might be right about when she was talking to Laura Ingraham on the radio show about in her war of words with Al Gore. Is she right? Would Al Gore not want to, as she put it, in her words, lower himself to debate her? And if he did, is she also right that he would, that she would, in her words, get clobbered if they had a debate?
Well, now, here's the skill of Sarah Palin, setting expectations so low that it's easy to sail by them, even were there to be this crazy hypothetical debate between the two of them. Let's face it, Sarah Palin didn't get clobbered in her debate against Joe Biden. She doesn't answer the question. She doesn't even refer to the question. In fact, whoever the commentators or the hosts are, whatever debate she has in mind, it's irrelevant, because she will talk about precisely what she wants. Would Al Gore do it? I would love to see Al Gore debate the whole array of deniers of climate change. Put them all up. Let's have a whole sort of Oxford Union-style debate and let them have at it. It would be great TV.
Now, she went after Al Gore on his investments. The New York Times last month did a page-one story indicating that Al Gore has been heavily investing in what he believes in, environmental reform. They said he might be on his way to becoming the first environmental billionaire. But Al Gore investing in what he believes in. By the way, he's addressed that on this network. He's been asked questions about it publicly. Al Gore can't do that, but Sarah Palin can make money off of socialized medicine in Canada? Is that what she's saying?
Sarah Palin can make money out of whatever she wants. And let's just remember here that this is someone who gave up elected office and public service to make money on her book tour and her speaking tour, and now presumes, all signs suggest, that she is thinking about running for the highest office in the land, having given up office to make money. So there is no coherence and consistency here. And Al Gore, look, if he's doing this as a money-making venture, he sure knows how to melt a lot of ice to make some money.
Now, this speech of hers is not scheduled. It's scheduled in April. That's plenty of time for the right wing to clamp down on her and say, no, 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 you don't go to Canada to take money from those lefties at an institution and to raise money for an institution that performs abortions. I just don't see how she gets to go forward with this speech.
It is problematic. I think it's going to test the love affair that is out there for her on the right, you know, what kind of values and principles she has, or if she has the political skill to go and take her pro-life message into the hospital and make her point there. Let's see just how mavericky she can be.
Richard Wolff, great thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you, Lawrence.